Hey, Chris.
Hey, Jason.
How are you doing?
Pretty good.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Welcome to the local pickup.
All y'all.
All y'all. All y'all. We're here to talk about this guitar. This is a Gibson. It's a 1962 Gibson LG-2.
Little guitar.
It's a little guitar. It is a
LG?
little guitar. Yeah.
What does that mean? Do you know what LG means?
I really don't, but it could be little guitar because, like, when they made it, they had the J45, J50, which is the dreadnought, the full dreadnought, and they made this as a smaller version. It really could mean little guitar.
It might be a little bit good.
A little bit good. We could Google that. A little Google. A little Google.
Let's Google.
Let's Google. That's got to be what it is.
We can take this LG thing all day.
Oh, we could.
It's
Yeah.
a long episode.
I think it's just large. So they made these guitars in 1942, I think was the first year, and this is a 1962, so this is 20 years later. They quit making them in the, I think, late 60s or maybe early 70s. And
a lot of change around that time.
Yeah. And
including the death of this guitar.
Right. And they rebooted them just recently. They started making them again. But basically what it was, you know, the full-size dreadnought, the J45, J50 Gibson, they made kind of a student version or a smaller guitar, and they made this, and they made there's an LGO, LG1, LG2, LG3, like there's all these numbers. And the difference is an LGO was an all mahogany guitar. The top was mahogany, sides were mahogany. It was the cheapest version. The LG1 is got the Sitka spruce top, which this has, but it was ladder braced. So the top of it is got the bracing that goes like this. And then the LG2 is an X-braced guitar, which is a better kind of bracing, and it gives it a heavier bass
Oh, so
sound.
the X makes a heavier, because I don't know anything about that.
It does, yes. Yeah, so the ladder bracing has a tendency to have kind of and with a small body, it's just a mid-range sound. The X bracing gave it a deeper sound, and what they were able to achieve is a nice low end on a very little guitar, and it became a picking guitar. Obviously, you know, you can play chords on it. Obviously, it sounds great with a pick. You know.
When I'm looking at guitars at first, I say, "Can you play chords on this?"
But it's kind of gotten a reputation of, you know, people play it as very much kind of a
twinkly kind of noodly guitar.
Or even more bluesy.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure you got some blues finger picking.
You've heard bluesies before.
You know what blues is.
Imagine it on
Yeah,
this.
it's, you know, all the colors, but that one in particular. But this guitar in particular has been refretted by NC Guitar Works in Charlotte. The dude got a hold of it and bought it from this guy who had owned it its whole life.
Wow.
He had owned it since '60.
The guy owned it his whole life? Because that's something.
He had owned this guitar since 1965. It was made in '62. Prior to the guy owning it, this bridge system was switched out, and the guy at NC Fretworks or NC Guitar Works believes that it was done by Gibson, because back then you could like send your guitar to Gibson and they would make changes and stuff. You know, it's not really the same these days, but
yeah.
But anyway, they changed this out before '65. This guy's had it ever since. Unfortunately, they cut a hole in it right here to put a pickup system in it and an input. So the NC Fretworks guy put a little piece of spruce in there to match the wood and just darkened it a little bit.
Well, also at that time period, it was popular. You would put a little hole in your guitar and you would put beef jerky in there.
Right.
And if you got hungry while you were playing, you would pull out a piece.
Well, because of the war.
Because of the war, you'd pull out a piece.
That was beef jerky, yeah.
Yeah, you'd say, hold on, and you pull out a piece and then you keep
Right. But it's a small guitar. The LG2 and the LG3, the only difference there is the LG2s were sunburst, the LG3 were natural. And most of these guitars that you'll see have that tobacco sunburst. Like it's black around the edge and it gets brown. And it's real common. It's almost become an iconic guitar, like the Strat or the Tele. There's this small body Gibson acoustic that has that black. But this is kind of a red burst, almost like you'd see in a hummingbird or something. They're very rare to be like this, and it's got beautiful old, like, kind of cracking and stuff that's vintage guitar.
With a very thick finish.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it is. It's just gorgeous. It's mahogany back and sides. There's some
Old belt buckle number there.
Yeah, and some love on the neck here. These are original.
You say that, you mean people playing it. They're not like licking it. Or
No, that would be weird. Yeah, but it's mostly them just playing it and enjoying it. And I put in this pickup system here. This is a a sound hole pickup. It's LR bags, and have it coming out here through the strap hole here, so it makes it really neat. The cord's inside, you don't really see it, and it's just beautiful guitar. Here, I'll let you pick on it a little bit. Beautiful guitar. It's got a nice low end for a small guitar.
Yeah. But it's made for. Yeah, I mean, it's really good and bright.
Oh yeah, it's really great. And I mean, this guitar is 60 years old, so it's really settled into itself. And you can hear that, got good overtones.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really pretty. And I love the small
It's easy to play
size.
for an old guitar.
What's that?
It's easy to play for an old guitar.
Oh, it really is. Well, it's been refretted.
Oh, yeah.
Right, but still, the action's crazy
Yeah, the
low.
neck feels good. Really
the
good.
neck hasn't even been reset. It's fantastic. Too.
Really?
It's just crazy low. It's almost like playing an electric guitar.
Yeah, it's a
low
very
action.
easy neck. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very thin.
Well, the 1940s ones they did would have had the script logo where it's like written in cursive. But then in like 46 maybe, somewhere around there, they switched to what would be the contemporary logo. And now they make them as like a retro thing, and they put the script logo on it as like a callback to the 40s. And it's really a great find if you find a LG-2 from the 40s.
No, yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's big deal. This one's again from the 60s, 1962, and it's just beautiful, man. I love it. This is actually going to be my rig. That's why I put the sound hole pickup and stuff in it. It's going to be my rig for my band actually for now.
Nice.
So I'm real excited.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Back into the microphone. Closer.
Yeah, that kind of picking is what it's just become known for.
Noodle one down.
Yeah, and again, I mean, Gibson just makes the best large body acoustic guitars. I mean, that J45 and of course the big 200 that people play. Like you see Wilco and different people. Lots of people play them. They're the big jumbo body.
Big loud.
Yeah, Gibsons. But these small bodies are just beautiful, man. And they quit making them for a while, so that they're kind of it's neat to have one. And again, they're rebooted it, but to have one back from the original kind of pressings, so to speak, anywhere between the 40s to the early 60s is quite a treat.
And this is original tuners and everything, right?
Yeah, everything on it's original except, like I said, this bridge was replaced by Gibson, we believe, right after it was made, and it might have even been made on it. It wasn't normal. It wasn't the normal spec. They had like an adjustable bridge that you could raise up and down. But it's almost like it was factory custom done. And then, but other than that, and then it was been refretted, which the fret job is fantastic, man. These guys at Nick at NC Guitar Works just does a fantastic job on the work he does. He's working on an old 30s Gibson right now that he wants us to do an episode about.
Nice.
Yeah, he's just
look forward to that.
Yeah, he runs into great guitars. Yeah. So, yeah, well, that's the LG-2.
Yo, LG-2.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to keeping this one. I'm gonna make it my play live gigs guitar, and do some things that are a little out of the box. Instead of it just being an acoustic, I'm gonna do some reverb, kind of different sounds and noises. Getting it out of an old vintage acoustic, can be kind of neat.
You should do some Van Halen eruption stuff on here.
Basically, I'm just gonna play Van Halen covers.
Regardless of what's going on around you.
Right,
just
which
keep
is what I
playing
do
Van
now.
Halen.
You know how La Bamba used to take his guitar to school and stuff, just strapped on his back? That's going to be me, but it'll be Van Halen.
Richie Valens?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
His song was called La Bamba.
No, but I just call him La Bamba. like most aging boomers, we just call him La Bamba. Yeah.
Something like a Hootie or a La Bamba,
Yeah, right.
one of those individuals.
Right, or any of the Blowfish.
Any of the Blowfish.
Yeah. Yeah, so there you go. There you have it. That's the LG-2 made by Gibson, 1962. If you want to play a little more of it, we'd love to hear it. You want to play with a pick?
Yes.
Let me get you a pick.
Get me a pick. I'm gonna get, once this pick's in here, it's a whole new ball game. Then I'm picking.
Yeah, it's got a great sound with a pick. It's big,
Yeah,
full body sound. You know?
Yeah, well, it's very, it gets really bright with the pick.
Yeah. And my favorite is, if I can hold it, is
You may.
thank you. I don't need the pick, thank you. My favorite is to do the kind of finger picking with it, you know.
I didn't even need a pick. Pretty.
Yeah, and it's so easy to hold these small body guitars. They made the B25 later, which is the same size. All these LGO, LG1, LG2, all of them are the same exact shape. It's just the bracing, the finish. But this shape is so comfortable, man.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of, you know, an OM, you know, your arm's a little more up here, or a jumbo, you know, you're like this.
Yeah.
You know, or dreadnought.
Yeah,
But
or
you
one of
can
those
just-
cheap trick with the 6 necks and
Right,
stuff.
I mean, yeah, exactly.
It's much easier than that.
And when there's another neck coming out from this direction, like Steve Vai.
Or that's the
Yeah,
is Yingwei? Did
I
Yingwei
think
have that?
Steve Vai did that, where he had the 2 necks and then the third neck.
We were
coming
getting
out
some
like
thumbs down. If
I
we got
know,
this
yeah.
wrong, I'll tell you that.
that. Sorry, internet, if we got the wrong.
Ding, 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 ding,
three
ding,
neck
ding.
guy. Yeah, so there you go. There you have it. Beautiful guitar.
Little bit good guitar.
A little bit good. It's a little bit good, a little bit great, a little bit everything else. All right, well, I guess we'll see you next time on the local pickup.